Yeah, Keep the Funk. I'm Gareth Kelly, the writer-director, and it's a short Santa Barbara documentary about trying to save the funk zone.
All right, try to save it. Was it endangered?
Yeah, there's a giant mega hotel that they're trying to push through to develop part of the funk zone, which is going to displace artists like Wallace, who have been there for decades. And so we made a documentary to highlight some of these challenges and some of these issues and to bring awareness to this, travesty, this local travesty in an area that we all love.
Well, the funk zone is always beloved. There's always so many people there. Can you talk about this journey for you?
Well, I started as a clothing owner on State Street, and then we have Lovewarn now in the funk zone, but we've always had an art studio there, and we create clothing, and I create my art for my art gallery, Rodeo Gallery, and I don't necessarily want to be against change, but I don't think the hotel fits the aesthetics and the beauty of the funk zone, and it's so huge. It's 250 rooms on 4 acres, which is absolutely insanity. So it's going to be this big sore thumb in a very aesthetically pleasing, small, artistic scenario. And I wish it was housing or something else or something more creative. It's just going to be this building block, blah, 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 throw it in there, Marriott Hotel, Orange County style, which really, we don't want that. We want to keep it cool. Keep it,
Keep it funky.
Keep it funky, keep it aesthetic.
Talk about your journey on this.
So I grew up in Santa Barbara, and I've always seen it change. My mom grew up here as well. She talks about going to the beach and jumping over bonfires, and when there wasn't housing all over the beachfront areas, and to see something like this, as well as said, it's a change in a direction that we can't come back from. When you look at the Macy's building, you look at the Sears building downtown and Upper State Street, they're empty. We don't know what to do with them. So there's certain elements of this that are not just housing, but environmental and just in general long-term impact that is not how I see it positive. But we are a tourist town, so it's a tough kind of thing. But you look at the hotel down the street. I'm forgetting the name of it. The California, and then the bigger one, the
Hilton.
The Hilton. They had to raise their foundation up, whereas this place is putting an underground parking garage in an area that we're going to have
Contaminated soils and groundwater
and ocean level rise. So there's a lot of angles to this that I think were overlooked by the city, and I don't think our community knows enough about it, and people my age especially.
So you think if you bring awareness, there might be more of a public outcry or something? Or?
Yeah, so there was a group that was formed called keepthefunk.org,
Yes.
and they reached out to me to, potentially make a film about this, which we did. And there's a lawsuit against the city right now because the developers basically bought off city officials by donating to a housing fund, and that's in the film. And so they filed suit against the city because there's some incredible environmental issues that haven't really been dealt with sufficiently, if at all. And so people are worried about what may happen if this hotel goes in. And so that's what the film highlights, and Keep the Funk is working to make sure that, if nothing else, people are aware of what's happening, especially what's happening with City Council and the groups that are making these decisions, sometimes behind closed doors and taking money from out-of-town developers. So let's have a bit more of transparency around it all.
Well, thank you for bringing your film to us, and I hope you enjoy your time here.
Thank you.
SBIFF.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.